So what's your hunch on price targets for next year?
I think that we're going to see 50,000 by the end of 2018 for Bitcoin.
That's strong.
Every month, we're revising our targets up. I think that with everything that's coming, with both the kind of 1-2 punch of the CBOE and the CME, I think that the entire world is on watch now for what is to come and what the real kind of liquidity that can enter this market will actually look like.
Now, you're based in Hong Kong. What is the difference between how cryptocurrencies are perceived in Asia versus the U.S.?
I have a feeling that Asia is actually a lot more nimble than the U.S.
China aside.
Well, to be fair, China, despite the China ban and despite the crackdown on ICOs and the crackdown on cryptocurrency exchange, remains incredibly open to blockchain technology. And low-key, China is actually one of the fastest growing and really the fastest to adopt at an enterprise net level blockchain technology. I also think that the types of signals that the PBOC has been giving as far as developing their own cryptocurrency, even as a proof of concept, lends a lot of weight to the validity of digital currency at a sovereign level generally. I think that in 2018 we will see the first state-backed digital currency in one form or another, and I bet you it will come from Asia.
Interestingly, Japan is actually the friendliest regulatory environment towards cryptocurrencies, followed by South Korea. Do you think that has anything to do with the possibility of North Korea using Bitcoin and Ethereum as a safe haven?
I think that South Korea is really interested in cryptocurrency because they have a culture of trading. They're very familiar with trading Forex, they're very familiar with trading stocks, and I think that cryptocurrency comes very naturally. I'm not sure it has a lot to do with the politics between North and South, but I do think that anywhere you see a population which is comfortable trading, like Japan, like Korea, and even Hong Kong to a degree, and especially recreationally in China, you're going to see a lot of interest in cryptocurrency, and I just see that growing exponentially.
So what are the other cryptocurrencies that you're watching?
Well, of course, I watch a lot of the Big Ten, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ripple, Ether, but I'm also interested in the kind of bloom of additional utility coins that are coming. I specialize in ICOs and a lot of the applications that are coming out of this space. One of our projects is called BlueZell, which is a decentralized database application. Think of it as like the Oracle for blockchain, as well as a company which just launched from former founder of Fab.com, Jason Goldberg, called Simple Token, which is a coin for e-commerce. Now, while we tend to focus on these large cap cryptos, I think that the world should really be thinking about what is the long tail of software on the back of cryptocurrencies and tokens look like, and we really start to see this from companies like Simple Token and BlueZell.
What kind of regulation do you think is coming for cryptocurrency and Bitcoin in the United States?
I think that the SEC is really on watch. I think that there have been a few warning shots that have been fired. We just recently saw that the SEC has pursued prosecution against yet another ICO, which was just really, I think, their way of showing that they're serious. I think that 2018, they're really under pressure to show significant regulation in place and a real framework for how they begin to kind of approach it. And I think that's 2018. I think the rest of the world will follow. There are many jurisdictions which look to the SEC for guidance, and once the SEC really shows how they plan to deal with cryptocurrencies long term, then we'll start to see what is regulatory certainty globally, and I think that is when the real money starts to come in.